Good evening, everybody. If you have any doubt, you can just raise your doubt. Okay. So let's go for next level of understanding of harmonic oscillator. So what we have done, we have just see how this number operator and raising operator and lowering operator is working in the harmonic oscillator. And today we will just use all these tools to solve different types of problem and application on harmonic oscillator. So let's try to go for the recap of all this thing. What we have n as a number operator. It is going to operate on n. You will get n kit, and a will is a lowering operator, is will operate on n. You will get root n minus 1, and a dagger is raising operator, that will be root n plus 1. And what will be h? The h can be written as n plus half h cut omega, and we
Say
have
A dagger
h.
n
A dagger में
root
Oh,
n
sorry,
plus 1.
n plus 1. Okay, n 1 get n plus 1. Okay, h n is equal to n plus half h cut omega n kit, and the value of n is equal to obviously 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now question is that what is n kit in a functional form? So how you will get n kit? So obviously we will just try to figure it out how we can write this n kit in a Schrodinger notation or as a functional form. So we have a will operate on 0. What we will get? We will get 0. And here for the Schrodinger notation, I will write n kit as a phi n x. This n kit is phi n x, or you can write in form of kit also, because we will normalize it. So this will be phi n. Now, what is a? A is nothing but 1 upon root 2 x cap plus I px cap. And here is 0 kit is equal to 0. So 1 by root 2 has not any significant here. Now I can write, listen, actual operator is x and px. We have just used x cap and px cap only for the convenience. So I have to write this all thing in form of original operator, that is x. So x can be written as x cap can be written as m omega h cut root under x plus I px can be written as something 1 upon root under m omega h cut px, and this all thing is going to operate. Now I am writing this thing is phi 0x will be 0. So now we have one differential equation, because px is all about minus I h cut del upon del x. So we will just use this operator. So what I will do, I will take this thing into this side, and m omega h cut will be multiply with this. Px have already one h cut. So I think this value is m omega h cut x must be equal to I upon root under m omega h cut, and this px is minus I h cut del upon del x phi naught x, and one minus sign will be also there. And this is multiplication, so don't think this is some addition. So what will happen? You can just multiply all this thing here. You can take dx here, and phi x is also there. Phi x is also there, and you can take phi x here. So I will get this particular thing, m omega h cut x dx is equal to, and minus sign will here, because minus minus plus I into I is minus, so one minus sign will here, and you have d phi naught x upon dx, sorry, d phi naught and upon phi naught. This is phi naught. So you have to just integrate it. So when we are going to integrate it, we will just get the value in term of log function. This is very simple, not uh, any big deal. So what will be the value? Minus m omega x square by 2h cut must be equal to ln phi naught x plus some constant c, and this c I can write in term of ln. So this phi naught can be written as a e to the power minus m omega x square upon 2h cut. A is the proportionality constant, and which is also normalization. So now we will just go for integration and we will just normalize it. So for normalization, we will just go for minus infinity to plus infinity. Mod phi naught square dx must be equal to 1. So we will just get mod a square minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus m omega x square 2h cut, and 2 will be cancelled this because mod square, then this is h cut, dx must be equal to 1. How you will do this integration? Easily you can use the gamma integral or the formula of this integration. I am just using directly. So please remember this all integration. Okay. What is the formula? Formula is very simple. 0 to infinity x to the power n e to the power minus alpha x square dx is equal to 1 upon alpha to the power n plus 1, and half is always there, and there is gamma n plus 1 by 2, and this is n plus 1 by 2. Okay. So this will be your integration. So here alpha is m omega upon h cut, n is equal to 0. So you can write it 0. And this is minus infinity to plus infinity. So you have to multiply with 2, and you can take 0 to infinity here. So this integration is, I think, mod a square into 2 into half. 2 is because I am taking 0 to 2, 0 to infinity. Half is due to this one, and this will be 1 upon m omega upon h cut to the power half, and here is gamma half. Gamma half is equal to root pi. So you can just get this integration and you can get the value of a. What is the value of a? I think you will get the value of a m omega upon pi h cut to the power half. Sorry, this will be 1 to the power 4, 1 by 4, because half is already there. So what you will get? We will just calculate it. What will be my zero kit? My zero kit is equivalent to, this is my zero kit, and this zero kit is m omega upon pi h cut to the power 1 by 4, and e to the power minus m omega upon 2h cut x square. Now this is all about zero kit. So how you will get one kit? Kit 1? Can anybody give me hints?
Raising operator.
Use the raising operator, isn't it? You know how you can use the raising operator. So once you will get the zero kit, you can get all other kit by using the raising operator. So what is your phi n? So I am just writing this phi n, but don't worry, this is not going to use anywhere into the calculation of problem. Anywhere, always we will use the kit and we can solve each and everything. So there is not any use of this function, but yes, you have to know how you can just justify all these things. So let's try to. So I am just writing what will be your nth state? So n kit will equivalent to phi nx, and this will be all about m omega upon pi h cat to the power 1 by 4, and here is 1 upon root under 2 to the power n factorial n, and here is h n alpha x, and now you have multiplication of the Gaussian. So this will be e to the power minus m omega x square upon 2h cut. And what is value of alpha? Alpha is m omega upon h cut root under. So this is the value of alpha. Now, in spite of all this function, we will write n ket. And what is this hn? This is nothing but Hermite polynomial. So this is all about known as Hermite polynomial. So h n y, alpha x I am putting y, is actually Hermite polynomial. This is nothing but what? Hermite polynomial. What is Hermite polynomial? At least you have to remember two things. H0 is equal to 1. H1 is equal to 2y. H2 is equal to, just I am giving you, H2 is equal to basically 4y square minus 2. At least you have to remember all this thing. Now look at the very interesting part for the problem solving. Which state you are, you will just find the algebraic part. So this is the algebraic part. So you have to identify which, what is the value of n. So this will tell you which state you have. What is the angular frequency of the oscillation will be defined by here with the Gaussian part. So this will tell you about the omega, and this will tell you about the n. Are you getting this thing? Let's do the problem. Once you will get the problem, then you can easily understand what I am going to say. Just if you have any doubt, you can just raise the question. Okay, so let's go for a step by step in each problem, and then you can just go for, you can just understand what I am going to say. Only two things is very important. You have to identify what is omega, and you have to identify what is your n. So these two things is the most important thing. For example, the psi is proportional to x square e to the power m omega x square upon h cut. Suppose this type of question is given. Psi is proportional to x square e to the power m omega x square upon h cut. If energy is measured, what will measurement? I am just talking about measurement, not probability, because I have given in term of proportionality. So how you will approach? So first thing, you have to identify what is the omega. What is omega here? Can anybody tell me? What is omega effective? For which frequency we are talking about?
2 omega, sir.
2 omega. Why? Because in a general formula, we have used m omega x square upon 2h cut for the value of omega.
Yes,
Isn't
sir.
it?
Yes,
But
sir.
here I have given, so look at the Gaussian part very carefully. You have to multiply with 2 here. So this 2 will go with the omega because m is the mass of particle. So 2 will go with the omega. So what is omega effective? Omega effective is equal to 2 omega. And now, first thing we have identified what will be your Gaussian part. Now we have to identify what is n. Can anybody tell me what is n?
हर्माइट पॉलिनोमियल
कौन सा n? उसमें n
सेकंड
की
सर
क्या वैल्यू होगी?
2
1?
सर 2
नो, नो, दिस इज रॉन्ग. ध्यान से, एच नॉट की वैल्यू मैंने 1 रखा है, दिया हुआ है. H1 की वैल्यू 2i दिया है. एंड व्हाट इज H2? H2 is equal to 4y square minus 2.
यस सर
So what is y square? So y square, यहां पर सिर्फ x square है ना? This is only x
Yes, sir.
square. This is not H2. So y square can be written as
h2 plus 2
H2 plus 2 upon 4. And इस 2 के बगल में एक 1 भी है. And this 1 is nothing but H naught. So this whole term can be written as H2 is proportional to H2 e to the power minus m 2 omega x square upon 2h cut plus h naught, and let's say take the 2, h naught e to the power minus m 2 omega x square upon 2h cut. Now this problem is written in a basis of, so these are proportional to, written in a basis of 2 kit plus 0 kit, isn't it? For omega is equal to, for omega is equal to, or omega effective is equal to 2 omega. So now you have to use the postulates too. What are the postulates too? That either you will get the energy related to n is equal to 2 or n is equal to 0. So what will be energy for n is equal to 0? That will be 0 plus half h cut into 2 omega. So this will be h cut omega will be answer, or 0 plus half h cut into, sorry, this is not 0, this is 2 plus half h cut into 2 omega. That will be 5 h cut omega, isn't it?
सर डिवाइडेड बाय 4 भी है ना?
4 से क्या लेना देना है तुम्हें मेजरमेंट में? 4 है, मैंने प्रोपोर्शनलिटी में खत्म कर दिया उससे.
ओके सर.
4 रहेगा, कोई बात नहीं, बिल्कुल 4 रहेगा. लेकिन जब मैं प्रोबेबिलिटी की बात करूंगा तब रहेगा 4. आर यू गेटिंग दिस? व्हाट विल बी आंसर? आंसर क्या होगा? सो आंसर इज बेसिकली 0 plus half h cut into 2 omega, that is h cut omega, or 2 plus half h cut into 2 omega, that is 5 h cut omega. So what is the message? The message is you have to be very careful about omega and what are the possible value of n. So algebraic part, whatever be the algebraic part, you have to convert into Hermite polynomials, maybe superposition of two Hermite polynomials, and omega will be always, you have to keep 2 here, and then you have to go for next level. Are you getting this thing? If you have any doubt, you can just ask me.
ओके सर
This is very beautiful problem. ये किसी बुक वगैरह में नहीं है. ओके ये सब सीखते सिखाते हुए सीखा गया है. ठीक है. सो लेट्स गो फॉर नेक्स्ट वन. चलो. Now what will be expectation value of x on n kit? किसी भी n पर क्या होगा expectation value of x on nth state के ऊपर? So again you will just go a is equal to 1 by root 2 x cap plus IPX cap. What is A dagger? A dagger is 1 by root 2 x cap minus IPX cap. Are you getting this thing? Now, what will be x cap? You will add it, you will get the x cap. So you will get the x cap. What will be x cap? So this will be A plus A dagger by root 2. And what is x cap? X cap को हमें x के टर्म में लिखना होगा. So now x can be written as h cut upon 2m omega. That will be A plus A dagger. ठीक है? You will just get A plus A dagger. This will be your value of x. Always try to remember this is the value of x. Now, let's try to calculate what will be expectation value of x on any n. Then expectation value of x on any n is basically h cut upon 2m omega root under that will be n a n plus n a dagger n. So what will happen? A will operate on n. What you will get? N minus 1. So this will be root under n, n, n minus 1. A dagger will operate on n. What you will get? Root under n plus 1, n, n plus 1. What will be the value? This will be always 0. Isn't it? This is 0 and this is 0. So obviously expectation value of x is equal to 0. Let's try to figure it out. What will be expectation value of x square? So you can always see that when you have, let's go for the x square first, then we will discuss this thing. So what is x square? X square will be x into x, and that will be h cut upon 2m omega. That will be multiplied twice. So you have a plus a dagger into a plus a dagger. Now this will be a square, a dagger square, a dagger a plus a dagger. And now we have to find the expectation value of x square. So you have to just get the expectation value of x square as on any state. Then you have a square, a dagger square plus a dagger a plus a dagger. What is expectation value of a square on n?
0, sir.
0, always 0. Why? Because on right hand side it will decrease twice, on left hand side you have n. So this will be n minus 2 and n. So this will be 0. What will be this term?
No, sir. 0.
Again 0. What will be this term? You can write a dagger a is equal to what? N. And a dagger is equal to n plus 1.
1.
Very good. So you can write. So I am writing here. Yes, it will be multiplied with h cut upon 2m omega. You can multiply this thing. So what will happen? So expectation value x square is expectation value of x square on any state n will be a dagger a plus a dagger. And you remember a dagger a is n and a dagger is equal to n plus 1. Remember? Last class mein karaya tha. So n will operate on n, you will get n. So this will be n plus n plus 1. That will be 2n plus 1. So we can make a rule. What will be rule? Rule is a dagger a, or you can write something like a dagger to the power m, a to the power n is equal to 0 if m is equal to not n. Are you getting this thing? Expectation value of this on any n. Isn't it? It will be only survive when m and n will be same. Then you have a time lower the state and and you have n time lower the state and n time you will raise the state. Then both left hand side and right hand side will be remain same. Otherwise it will be always zero. So can anybody tell me what is expectation value of x to the power 101?
0.
Why 0? Because if you will open x to the power 101, you will not get any particular term where a the power of a dagger and power of a will be same. It can never be happen because it is odd. Because it is odd, so this will be always 0. So you have to think that which term is going to survive and which term is not going to survive. Only those term is going to survive for m and n will be same for the given value of n. If you have any doubt, you can just ask me.
So please once again, why a square of expectation of a square is 0?
Expectation of a square is 0.
And both.
Here, अरे यार इतनी कहानी कह दिया. A square will operate on n. What you will get? Root under n minus 1, and there is n minus 2. And again you will take n here. Then what will happen? N and n minus 2 will be always 0.
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Agreed or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So इसी के लिए तो मैंने कहा कि ये मैं क्या कह रहा हूं. ये टर्म हमेशा 0 होगा जब m और n सेम नहीं रहेगा. Why? क्योंकि a को आप n टाइम लोअर किए हो, लेकिन a डैगर लगा करके आप m टाइम अपर कर रहे हो. सो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड का किट और राइट हैंड साइड का किट कभी भी सेम नहीं होगा. आर यू गेटिंग इट और नॉट? जैसे आप चाहो तो आपको मैं एक होमवर्क दे रहा हूं. जस्ट कैलकुलेट व्हाट इज एक्सपेक्टेशन वैल्यू ऑफ x क्यूब. You will get 0. Why it is 0? Because you will not have any term which have same power of a and same power of a dagger. Chalo, next question. So the state psi for the harmonic oscillator, Vx is equal to half m omega square x square is given. What will be psi at t is equal to 2 pi upon omega. So nothing is given, only potential is given and one state is given. So obviously from postulates we can write the psi is nothing but Cn nket at t is equal to 0 लिख सकते हैं, because we know that we can write this thing as superposition of eigenstate. What will happen at t is equal to t? This will be psi t,
Cn
and that will be very good Cn
e to the
e to
power
the power minus
I
en
t
t upon, very good,
H cross.
I en t upon. आप मत बोलो है ना, दूसरे बच्चे डिस्टर्ब हो जाएंगे. That will be n. And what will be value of n? En. For this particular potential, the value of En is equal to n plus half h cut omega. And now I can write the value of psi, that will be summation over Cn e to the power minus I n plus half h cut omega t upon h cut into n cut. And this h cut and this h cut is cancel out, and we have to put the value of t. What is the value of t? 2 pi upon omega. So when it is 2 pi upon omega, then psi is equal to Cn e to the power minus I n plus half, and this will be 2 pi upon omega. Omega is cancelled, so this will be 2 pi. So this, and there is n ket. And what will be this? This is summation over Cn, and you can write n ket e to the power I 2n pi into e to the power, that's minus I pi. So now what will be happen, and what is value of n? N is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. So this value is always 1, isn't it? This value is 1. And what is e to the power minus I pi? This value is minus 1. Very simple, but आपको formulation याद रखना है. So this value is minus 1. So what will happen? Psi after t is equal to 2 pi upon omega is equal to minus Cn and ket, and this will be what? Minus psi, isn't it? This will be minus psi. Are you getting this thing? If you have any doubt, you can just raise the question. Very nice problem. कुछ भी दिया हुआ नहीं है, लेकिन सारा चीज दिया हुआ है, isn't it? Okay. So should I go for next problem? चलो. So it is given the state of a harmonic oscillator is given as e to the power minus mod alpha square by 2 e to the power alpha a dagger 0 ket. So this is a state of harmonic oscillator. So first thing we have to prove, psi must be equal to 1. And second thing, we have to prove that probability, we have to find probability of getting energy n plus half h cut omega is equal to what? This is given for the potential. Vx is equal to half m omega square x square. So this is ultimate problem. So this is some very complex type of situation is the given. Don't worry, we have all our tools. So first we have to prove psi star psi, or this is normalized. So let's first do some treatment on psi. Obviously, e to the power minus alpha mod square by 2. I can write this whole thing as alpha a dagger to the power n by factorial n on 0 k. Can I write this thing? I can just open the Taylor series of this operator. Now, look at this thing. 1 e to the power minus alpha square by 2. This whole thing can be written as alpha to the power n factorial n a dagger to the power n 0. What will happen when a dagger n time operate on 0? What will happen when a dagger will operate n time on 0? So I can write psi as e to the power minus mod alpha square by 2, and this thing is n alpha to the power n factorial n, and if it is going to operate n time, you will get this thing is factorial n, and you will get n time. Are you comfortable with this? आई एम राइटिंग डायरेक्टली. क्या आप समझ पा रहे हो मैंने क्या लिखा है, क्यों लिखा है? देख लेते हैं.
Yes, sir.
A will operate on 0. Sorry, a dagger will operate on 0. Root 1 1. A dagger square will operate on 0. Root 1 root 2 2. A dagger cube will operate on 0. Root 1 root 2 root 3 cube. Agreed? ठीक है ना? So ये क्या बनेगा? ये आपका फैक्टर बने, फैक्टोरियल आ जाएगा. So this is all about thing. यही मैंने लिखा है. So इसको चाहे और भी ब्यूटीफुली लिख सकते हैं. कैसे लिख सकते हैं? e to the power minus mod alpha square upon 2 summation over n alpha to the power n, and this will be root factorial n get. ठीक है? Now, what will be bra part of this? The bra part is e to the power minus alpha mod square by 2 summation over alpha star n factorial n, that will be bra n. लिख सकते हैं? Now we are just going to multiply each and everything. So what will happen? Psi psi. Then we are going to multiply each and every these two things, psi and psi. You have e to the power minus mod alpha square, and here is summation over mod alpha to the power n by, that will be by factorial n, by factorial n, and n will be will be 1. So this will be summation over n. What will be this whole thing? What will be this whole thing? This whole thing is e to the power minus alpha mod square e to the power mod alpha square. That's it. So this value is equal to what? 1. Isn't it? So first part I have proved that this value is equal to 1. So it is normalized. So there is not any problem. If you have any doubt, you can just ask me.
सर समेशन के अंदर जो अल्फा है वो
हाँ
multiplication
बिल्कुल,
के बाद-
1 का 1 के साथ, 2 का 2 के साथ, 3 का 3 के साथ, सबके साथ सब सारा आएगा, इसलिए तो समेशन लिखा है.
नहीं सर ये तो पता है, ये अल्फा की पावर n टू n 2n होगा नहीं, अल्फा पावर n 2n सर क्योंकि मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है ना.
नहीं अल्फा स्टार एंड अल्फा का मॉड स्क्वायर है ना. आप यही तो गड़बड़ कर रहे हो।
सर मतलब
अरे
ये
कॉम्प्लेक्स की तरह,
अल्फा
अरे
मोड
कॉम्प्लेक्स की
स्क्वायर
तरह,
दिखाई नहीं दे रहा
अरे
है, ट्वाइस एन नहीं दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है। हाँ
अरे
हाँ
भैया अल्फा स्टार इंटू अल्फा क्या
सर,
होगा, मॉड अल्फा होगा ना।
समझ गया समझ गया।
ठीक है, आप यहाँ गड़बड़ कर रहे हो, आप इसको रियल की
हाँ
तरह ट्रीट कर रहे हो। एग्रीड, दिस इज नॉट अ रियल नंबर।
ओके।
ठीक है, सो क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स में बहुत ही ध्यान रखना चाहिए आप कहाँ क्या कर रहे हो। दिस इज नॉट अ रियल नंबर। सो दिस विल बी रूट एन। सो नाउ इसको जब ओपन करोगे तो क्या होगा, मॉड अल्फा टू द पावर एन, एंड दैट विल बी फैक्टोरियल एन, एंड दिस विल बी एन 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 वन। सो आप इसको फिर फाइनली जब समेशन करोगे तो वन आएगा। क्लियर है ये?
हाँ सर, हाँ सर।
Okay. Now, second question is probability to getting this energy. So now it's a very simple now. बहुत आसान है। क्या हो जाएगा? Probability to getting n plus half h cat omega is equal to n psi mod psi square psi and psi. This is one, मैंने अभी तुरंत प्रूफ कर रखा है। And now this is my psi. So this psi will be just multiply only for the n. प्लीज ये आप जब लिखोगे तो इसमें कौन सा वैल्यू सिर्फ सर्वाइव करेगा, ओनली एन पार्ट विल सर्वाइव, ऑल अदर पार्ट विल बी जीरो। सो व्हाट विल हैपन, e to the power minus mod alpha by 2, and you have alpha to the power n by factorial n, and you have n, and n इसका क्या होगा, mod square. So this will be n and n will be 1, summation will be gone। समेशन देखो चला गया है, समेशन हट गया यहां से। Why? Because only I am talking about nth part. So 1, 2, 3, 0 सबके लिए 0 होगा, only it will survive for the n. And now you can have this square. So e to the power minus mod alpha and alpha to the power n by factorial n whole square. This will be the answer. So what is the trick? This is one of the toughest problem you can ever encounter into quantum mechanics. The trick is that always you can write this in a basis of eigenstate, summation of eigenstate. Once you will pick this particular trick, then everything is cakewalk for you. And you know what will be the property of a dagger to the power n. And now you can just go for this all calculation. Try to do this problem with yourself at least twice. Okay. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me. Otherwise, I will go for next one.
प्रोबेबिलिटी में ई रेज टू पावर मॉड अल्फा स्क्वायर होगा या सिंपली ऐसे ही 1 ही पावर होगी?
ये तो 2 से 2 कैंसिल नहीं होगा,
नहीं, इससे पहले जो लिखा है
मॉड स्क्वायर होगा। दिस विल बी मॉड स्क्वायर, है ना?
ई रेज टू
दिस विल बी ऑल
पावर।
थिंग। हाँ, इसके पर तो मॉड है ही, ये तो पहले से ही मॉड दिया हुआ है।
नहीं सर, उसका स्क्वायर होगा।
क्या, किसका स्क्वायर होगा?
e टू पावर माइनस मॉड अल्फा स्क्वायर।
ई टू द पावर माइनस
मॉड अल्फा स्क्वायर है ना, मतलब वेव फंक्शन में।
हाँ सॉरी सॉरी, मॉड अल्फा स्क्वायर, सॉरी सॉरी, ये मिस कर गया मैं। मॉड अल्फा स्क्वायर, ओके, हाँ, दैट विल बी मॉड अल्फा स्क्वायर। कुछ गड़बड़ है क्या? इज दैट एनी प्रॉब्लम? ओह यस
सर
यस यस
स्क्वायर ही कंफर्म
यस, सॉरी 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 सॉरी, यस यस, दिस विल बी स्क्वायर होगा यहाँ पर, मॉड अल्फा स्क्वायर, सॉरी, अल्फा स्टार अल्फा इज इक्वल टू मॉड अल्फा स्क्वायर। ओके, सो दिस विल बी स्क्वायर, sorry sorry, so this will be mod alpha square to the power n. Now you can go for this. Okay, बेसिकली अल्फा स्टार मैंने गलती कर दी थी, अल्फा स्टार अल्फा इज इक्वल टू मॉड अल्फा स्क्वायर, सो दिस विल बी द वैल्यू, इजंट इट? भाई देख लो ना, x प्लस आई वाई
ठीक है सर।
इंटू एक्स माइनस आई वाई इज इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर. So what is this? This is mod z square. Are you getting this thing? एक छोटा सा मिस्टेक हो गया था. This will be mod alpha square to the power n.
Yes,
So why
sir.
it will be cancel out.
Yes.
So it will be mod alpha square is there. So this will be cancel. और here is also mod alpha square. मिस हो गया था थोड़ा सा. Anyway, चलो.
लास्ट आंसर में मॉड अल्फा 4 होगा ना?
नहीं 2 तो कैंसिल हो जाएगा ना इसके साथ.
ओके ओके.
मॉड स्क्वायर है ना. So this will be cancel out. ठीक है. चलो. So let's go for next problem. A psi is given as, that will be root 2 by 3 0 kit plus root 1 by 3 1 kit. So you have to find expectation value of energy and expectation value of x. And this is for the potential. Vx is equal to half m omega square x square. So what will be energy? What will be expectation value of energy? You can easily find n is equal to 0 and n is equal to 1. So probability of, and you can easily see this is omega is equal to omega. So we have probability
half
of
h cross.
h cut omega by 2 is equal to 2 by 3, and probability of 3 by 2 h cut omega is equal to 1 by 3. So what will be average value of E? The average value of E is equal to 2 by 3 into h cut omega by 2 plus 1 by 3 into 3 by 2 h cut omega. So 2 and 2 will cancel. Here 3 and 3 is cancelled. So what will happen? H cut omega by 3 plus h cut omega by 2. So what will be this? 5 upon 6. Five upon 6 h cut omega, isn't it? This will be the average value of energy. So now next part is, this is very trivial, this is very simple. ये इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस तो अब नहीं आते हैं. This is very interesting. How you will get the expectation value of x on the state psi? Let's try to figure it out. So first you have to write x in a basis of a and, sorry, x, you have to write x as an operator a and a dagger. Then let's see how we can approach this problem. And please follow this algorithm, because in the examination they can ask the superposition of 3 state. I am just doing for the 2 state. So what is x? X is nothing, h cut upon 2m omega root under a plus a dagger. So we have to find the expectation value of x. So obviously expectation value of x, we have to find expectation value of a, expectation value of a dagger. So how many term will be there? There are a to 0, a to 1, and then cross term is also there. So there are 4 term. So in spite of going to 4 term, I will suggest you just go by step by step. So how you will go with the step by step? Just let us calculate what will be a psi. What will be a psi? A will operate on 0, it will give you 0, and if the survival term will be 1 upon 3 root 1 0 kit. And what will happen to a dagger psi? The A dagger psi is all about this will go to 1 and this will go to 2. So you have root under 2 by 3 root 1 kit plus 1 upon root 3 root 2 kit. And now we have this particular thing is always there. So h cut upon 2m omega is always there. We have to calculate expectation value of A plus expectation value of A dagger. Now, when you are calculating expectation value of A, means we have to write psi A psi plus psi A dagger psi. And with the multiplication of this factor, that is h cut upon 2m omega. Now look at A will operate on psi, you have only 0 kit. So when you will operate the bra part, the only 0 is going to survive. Why? Because if I am writing the bra part, what will be bra of this? Bra of psi is basically root 2 by 3, 0 bra, and root 1 by 3, 1 bra. So what will happen? This 0 will survive. A psi has 0 kit, so only 0 part of the only 0 of the bra will going to survive. So the coefficient of this and coefficient of this will be there. So I can write this thing as h cut upon 2m omega root under, and this part is bra is basically 2 by 3 and there is 1 by 3 and root 1. And now look at the A dagger part. A dagger psi is 1 kit and 2 kit. 1 kit will survive only with 1, or 1 kit will survive only with 1 bra, and 2 kit will 0 for both the thing. 0 and 2 is 0, 1 and 2 is 0. So what is going to survive? Only this part is going to survive with this. So this part is, again we can write 1 upon root 3, and this will be 2 upon root 3, and root 1 is there. So what will be the answer? The answer is all about h cut upon 2m omega root under, and this will be 2 time, both are same thing, 2 into root 2 by 3 into 1 upon root 3. So root 2 cancel. So this will be, I think, 2 by 3 root under h cut upon m omega. So just check it whether I am correct or wrong. So are you getting what I am doing? I will just get the all values separately, and I will just finally I will write the answer. Because if you will go for psi x psi, then you have very lengthy information and it will make you puzzle. So I hope you understand all this stuff what we have done. Are you getting this thing?
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubt, you can just ask me. Otherwise, and next level of problem, I will do it tomorrow. So we have tomorrow half of this thing, we will take over the problems. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can just ask me.
सर क्या हम इस फंक्शनल फॉर्म से निकाल सकते हैं एक्सपेक्टेशन वैल्यू x की?
देखो फंक्शनल फॉर्म से निकालोगे तो बहुत ही ज्यादा लेंदी हो जाएगा. वो 0 के लिए तक तो ठीक है, 1 तक के लिए भी ठीक है. अगर 3 रहा 4 रहा तो
ओके ओके
है ना, तो उसमें पूरी हर्माइट पॉलिनोमियल की प्रॉपर्टी लगेगी. इसी कारण तो इसका यूज किए हैं. सो नेवर गो फॉर फंक्शनल फॉर्म.
ओके सर.
ठीक है, कभी भी फंक्शनल फॉर्म में जाने की जरूरत नहीं है आपको. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट डे वी विल कवर ऑल डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स. ठीक है, अभी कुछ और प्रॉब्लम्स बाकी हैं, उसे करेंगे. आप एक बार सारे प्रॉब्लम्स को फिर से कर लीजिएगा. ठीक है, एंड असाइनमेंट मिला है आपको हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर का?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then you can try the assignment also. चलो
Excuse me, sir.
बोलो बोलो बोलो।
सर क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स में आप जो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करवा रहे हो, हम इसको मतलब घर जाने अभी अपनी क्लास कंप्लीट होने के बाद में नोट्स को रिवाइज करते हैं, तो उसमें से कुछ डाउट्स आते हैं, तो फिर ना आपसे कंसर्न करने का मौका नहीं मिलता, क्योंकि इसके बाद तो जस्ट नेक्स्ट क्लास होती है और असाइनमेंट भी सॉल्व कर रहे हैं, तो सर उनमें भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आ रहे हैं। कॉन्सेप्चुअली तो क्वांटम समझ में आ रही है अच्छे से, आप जो समझा रहे हो, पर हम खुद प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं तो
बिल्कुल
उसमें
बिल्कुल
मिस्टेक्स हो रही है सर, तो वो कैसे इम्प्रूव
मिस्टेक्स
करें?
नहीं तो आप जहाँ पे मिस्टेक्स हो रही है ना,
हाँ
आप
हाँ
एटलीस्ट उसके लिए मैं डाउट क्लास तो अलग से दे दूंगा, बट उससे बेटर ये है कि आप
हाँ।
मुझे जो भी सॉल्व कर रहे हो सॉल्व करके मुझे दे दो, व्हाट्सएप कर दो, ठीक है?
अच्छा सर।
और मैं बता दूंगा कहाँ पर आप गड़बड़ कर रहे हो, वो ज्यादा बेटर तरीका है। जैसे अगर मान लो हम ऑनलाइन क्लासेस नहीं करते, ऑफलाइन क्लासेस
हाँ
करते तो आप क्या करते? आप मेरे पास आते और
हाँ हाँ
दिखाते कि
सर
सर
जी।
यहाँ पर कैसे होगा, यही करते ना,
हाँ, क्योंकि सर
है ना? तो
काउंसलिंग सेशन में भी उस दिन यही डिस्कशन हुआ था, हर सब्जेक्ट में मेरे साथ तो
हम्म,
यही प्रॉब्लम हो रही है कि मतलब
ये
टीचर
आपके
से
साथ नहीं
डाउट,
सबके साथ प्रॉब्लम होती है,
हाँ सर, डाउट
ये सबके
कंटेन
साथ
करने का
प्रॉब्लम
मौका
होती है।
नहीं मिला।
देखो,
हाँ
आप मुझे तो आप भेज सकते हो, ठीक है? जो भी
हाँ
प्रॉब्लम है
सर,
आप
आप
मुझे भेज सकते हो, ठीक है? अपने
हाँ
ग्रुप में ही भेज दो ना, आप अपने ग्रुप में ही भेज दो, पर्सनली भेजने की जरूरत नहीं है, ग्रुप में भेज
हाँ।
दो, ताकि अगर कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम रहा तो मैं उसी में सॉल्व करके या फिर क्लास की शुरुआत ही से कर दूंगा।
अच्छा ठीक है सर।
देखो ऑनलाइन में क्या प्रॉब्लम है कि आप एट रैंडम डाउट पूछोगे ना, तो
हाँ
थोड़ी भी अगर बोर्ड पर गलती होती है तो सारे लोग पैनिक में आ जाते हैं,
हाँ हाँ सर,
जो
वो
कि
सही
बहुत
बात है।
ऑब्वियस है। जैसे अभी मॉड अल्फा
हाँ
स्क्वायर का ही देख लिया थोड़ा
हाँ
सा भी,
हाँ
दिस इज
हाँ
वेरी ऑब्वियस थिंग, है ना? कोई रटा हुआ चीज तो है नहीं,
हाँ
थोड़ी बहुत गलती हो जाती है। तो
हाँ
ऑनलाइन में यह है कि अगर आप पूरी तरह से प्रिपेयर करके नहीं आ रहे हो, देन इट विल अननेसरी वेस्ट योर टाइम।
हाँ,
तो आप
वो
ऐसा
तो
कर लो कि जो भी डाउट है आप मुझे भेज दो, मैं उसको
अच्छा
प्रिपेयर
अच्छा।
करके 2 मिनट लगेगा मुझे बताने में, मैं वहां बता दूंगा या फिर क्लास में डिस्कस कर दूंगा, ठीक है?
ओके सर, ठीक है, थैंक यू।
ठीक है, और डोंट वरी, इसके अलावा भी हम और कुछ प्लान कर रहे हैं, कि मुझे पता है कि क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स में मैथमेटिक्स काफी ज्यादा होती है,
हाँ
तो
सर,
प्लान कर
मैथमेटिकल मिस्टेक्स हो रही हैं, जैसे कल लास्ट क्लास में आपने इंटीग्रेशन सॉल्व करने दिए थे, तो आपकी क्लास लेने के बाद
हम्म
में इंटीग्रेशंस को सॉल्व करा कि हम कहाँ मिस्टेक कर रहे हैं, तो
हम्म
बाकी जो क्लास में पढ़ाया था वो समझ में आ गया। असाइनमेंट में कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं जो टफ हैं, उनको एक बार करते हैं तो ऐसे लगता है कि हाँ, एक बार और प्रैक्टिस की जरूरत है उनको।
देखो ये भी बहुत अच्छी बात है कि तुम्हें समझ में आ रहा है कि ये टफ है,
हाँ हाँ सर, आपकी
ठीक है?
मतलब जो पढ़ाते हैं वो अच्छा है, मतलब कॉन्सेप्चुअल है, क्वांटम में इतना मतलब करना बहुत मुश्किल है, ऑनलाइन समझ में आ जाए वो भी काफी बड़ी बात है, समझ में आ
देखो
रही है
मेरे
ये वो
पास भी
अच्छा
बहुत
आता है।
मेरे पास भी बहुत बड़ी लिमिटेशंस है कि मैं एक बोर्ड पर मुझे क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स करना पड़ रहा है, जो कि नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल है।
नहीं सर, फिर भी
बिकॉज
आप
जब
हमारे अच्छा कर रहे हैं क्वांटम, मतलब हमारे राजस्थान में तो क्वांटम पे एक लेक्चर, पोस्टुलेट्स पे 20 लेक्चर मिलते हैं सर यहाँ पे, तो उनको कवर अप करना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है, और लास्ट में जाते
आप
जाते
धीरे
हम
धीरे करते रहो, देखो धीरे धीरे जितना होता है करते रहो करते रहो, हम कुछ ना कुछ प्लान करेंगे कि कैसे इंटरेक्ट कर
डाउट्स,
सके और भी कुछ कर सके।
हाँ डाउट्स सर,
डाउट
डाउट्स
करेंगे,
में प्रॉब्लम, हाँ डाउट्स में दिक्कत है वो
देखो
तो
डाउट
सर।
का भी प्लान करेंगे, क्योंकि देखो क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स एक ऐसी टॉपिक भी है ना, जैसे जैसे समय बीतता जाएगा ना आप मेच्योर होते जाओगे,
हाँ हाँ
ठीक है?
yes,
तो एक बार मैच्योरिटी लेवल आएगी तो फिर हम जब डाउट करेंगे तो आपको बहुत अच्छा लगेगा,
हाँ सर, सही है।
जब आपको पूरा पता है कि अच्छा ये पॉइंट पर मुझे दिक्कत हो रही है।
हाँ
क्योंकि अगर मैं मान लो पोस्टलेट्स में मैं अगर डाउट करना शुरू करूं तो 5 क्लास डाउट में ही लग जाएगी,
हाँ, उसमें है
क्योंकि हर
सर,
एक चीज आपकी
उसमें
डाउट्स ही होगी उसमें, ठीक है?
हाँ
अब धीरे धीरे एक बार हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर कर लिया, सब कर लिया, तो बीच में एक दिन डाउट क्लास रख देंगे, ठीक है? लेकिन उससे
ठीक है
पहले आप
सर।
मुझे सारा चीज दे देना, तो फिर मैं उसको
हाँ
अलग से सॉल्व कर लूंगा, है ना?
ठीक है सर।
अलग से सॉल्व करके एक अलग क्लास ही उसको बना देंगे, ठीक है? अब मुझे पता
ठीक है
है
सर।
अभी मैंने कुछ क्वेश्चंस अभी जानबूझकर नहीं किए हैं, क्योंकि मैं
हाँ
चाहता हूं कि आपके अंदर से वो क्वेश्चंस आए कि सर क्वेश्चन मुझसे नहीं हो रहा है।
हाँ ठीक
जैसे
है।
असाइनमेंट 1, जैसे
हाँ
पार्टिकल इन बॉक्स में भी 1-2 क्वेश्चंस काफी टफ है, एक क्वेश्चन तो काफी
हाँ
टफ है,
हाँ
वो,
सर, है टफ वो।
है ना?
हाँ
बाकी सब तो हो जा रहे होंगे,
हाँ
ठीक
सर,
है?
बाकी
देखो
जितना
अगर
हमने
आप,
पढ़ा है उसके
देखो
अकॉर्डिंग मैं
एक
ये
चीज जान लो,
असाइनमेंट करा।
जितना मैं क्लास में करवा रहा हूँ
हम्म,
उससे रिलेटेड अगर आप सारे क्वेश्चंस कर पा रहे हो तो आप बहुत ऊपर हो, क्योंकि असाइनमेंट्स मैंने 3 स्टेप ऊपर दिया आपके एग्जाम से,
काफी
ठीक है?
टफ है, मतलब उनको अच्छे से करते हैं तो मतलब क्लास में
लेकिन
जो
आप धीरे धीरे
पढ़ाते हैं
करते रहो,
उसके बाद में हाँ तो उसे हो जाते हैं सर।
धीरे धीरे करते रहो, और जहां भी प्रॉब्लम है वो आप मुझे भेजो, ठीक है, मैं फ्री हूँ, दिन
ठीक
भर
है
मैं फ्री हूँ, मैं कुछ ना कुछ करूंगा। ओके